Greetings all, Devious Monkey here. I don't really have a lot to talk about today. I have continued the testing with the gimbal setup and you know, the lens and the camera and all that kind of stuff. And I have gotten questions, you know, about shit that I don't have or that I don't do. Specifically, you know, very action oriented, you know, does it work when you're, you know, when you're doing something that's more active? I don't know because I'm not that active. I don't do anything other than walk around when I'm vlogging with this particular setup. At most, you know, I'm going to be hiking when I go into the state park or even when I go to the botanical gardens, but that's it. I'm still just walking. I'm not like Tarzaning from trees. I'm not jumping over shit. I'm not doing parkour. I'm literally just walking. The one thing that I can tell you though, if you are going to do more actiony stuff, because I didn't go quite into super detail about how I have the gimbal set up, I will say that now. When I use this gimbal, what I do is I get it set up, I get it connected to the camera, and I use the phone app and all that kind of stuff, and I get everything connected so that I can control everything through the gimbal. I start off when I turn the gimbal on, and it's in PF mode, and then I hit the trigger 3 times, the camera spins around to face me, so you know, when I'm vlogging. And then what I do is I use the joystick to set the camera's angle up so that I'm in the frame where I want to be. And then I press the mode button twice, and that puts it in the go mode. The go mode, is my understanding, is that it's for the more active filming. If you're doing things like, say, filming a bike race or a car race or runners or something like that, or like somebody asked me, you're filming your kids and they're running around like little dervishes and all that kind of stuff. Basically, when you have it in the go mode and you're following them, it keeps the camera steady, like it stays where it is. You go like that and you stop right here, it stays there. It doesn't and then slowly come back. It stays, and that's what works for me. So automatically, again, turn on the gimbal, it's in PF mode, 3 times on the trigger to spin it back into vlogging mode, use the joystick to set myself up so that I'm in frame where I need to be, then hit the mode button twice to go into go mode. And that way when I'm walking and I'm switching hands and shit, it's still pretty much staying right on me. Monkey Brain says that if you push the mode button twice to put it into go mode, you would push it twice to get it out of the go mode. That's not the case. Took me a long time to figure that out. When you hit the button twice, it goes into the vortex mode. So the camera shoots straight up, and now you've got that vortex mode that, you know, that people use, and then you can spin it like this with your hands, because you can't, well, at least I can't, because the way I have my camera set up, I don't think there's any one of those I almost said inception modes where it spins and all that stuff, but you don't want to do that anyways because it's so overdone already. That's what happens when you press the button twice, the mode button twice, when you're already in go mode. It takes you to vortex mode. If you want to get out of go mode, maybe readjust and not have it whip up into go mode or into vortex mode, then you hit the mode button once, and then it just gets out of go mode and goes back to PF mode. And then you can use the joystick to set your angle. Again, took me a long time to figure that out, and you know, of course I cut out all that, god damn it, you know, because I kept doing that. But I think I've got it all figured out now. Down on the boardwalk, walking around, walking through, you know, the touristy area, the boardwalk area, the shore area. Again, not too active, just me tripping because I'm still not used to my glasses, shit like that. Everything still worked perfectly today. I didn't film for very long because, again, it was hot as balls, and I was like, oh man, I'm not walking that far today. But enough to know that it still works great and it's all good to go. Now, because I have my setup, my perfect setup, I've got it all exactly the way I want and or need it, I am ready to start moving into what I had talked about doing, the mini documentaries. I have already scoped a few places out in Virginia Beach that I want to start with. Unfortunately, the next 7 days, the forecast shows thunderstorms and rain. So for the next week, not going to get any mini documentary because I won't be able to go outside and film in all these places. So that's really all I got for today's video. I did take a week off, like 6 days off, not posting daily, and I already got out of the habit of you know, even wanting to do it. You know, crazy how fast that happens. I'm going to start doing daily again as long as I can, as long as I'm not on the road. I'm going to post daily. If you have something that you want to see or something you're curious about, or you want me to see me like test the shit that I have after I show it to you, or you remember what I told you that I have, then just let me know. I'm perfectly game to do certain things, most things that are within my scope to do, and that's that. Thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe, and all that shit. And remember, kids, forward and up.